Hello folks and welcome to the Mad channel. It's James here. Today I'm going to make a video, clearly. But I was about to say I've not made a video for about a week and a half. And the truth of the matter is I haven't had any pickups. I haven't had any ideas for videos. Well, that's not true. Well, let's just say I haven't had any ideas for videos that I actually wanted to make. So when I don't feel like making a video, the truth is I don't, because making a video for the sake of it, I just don't think works out well for me. So I'll tell you what I've been doing. You may notice on my shelf here, my arrows have got a bit of gap in them. I've actually had an arrow shelf down there, and I'm going to be honest with you, most of that's gone. And the reason for that is I've been thinking more about my collection lately and whether I'll actually watch a movie or whether I've got on the shelf just for it to look nice. And sometimes early on in my collecting, when I've seen arrow titles, I would just pick them up. And I would do that because I had plenty of vouchers, and the truth of the matter is I really like the covers. But it turns out a lot of the arrow ones, when you watch them, are B movies that, I'll be honest with you, B horror movies that I'm not particularly interested in. I'll be honest. That's my honest thoughts on it. Nice artwork, great stuff. A lot of them I've traded in. So I just went into CX and I traded them in, and I got like £182 voucher, and I've just stored that for now. But I went into CX, I think it was the other day, and they did have something I wanted, and I thought, will I break into my £182 voucher, or will I just check for some more stuff off my shelf to trade in to get? So I've done that, and I've ended up giving myself a little bit of space here. Look, for example, now I've got arrows up here as well, so I can move these arrows down to here. These are some of the... my metal sign's getting in the way of that, so I'll need to pull these ones out. Oh, look, I can do that. So can you see up there? Can you see up there when I'm doing that? I think you can, yeah. So I can put those ones down onto this shelf now. Oops, my metal sign. It wouldn't be a video without James dropping something. There we go. So I can move those arrow ones down to here. And a lot of these arrow ones are ones I want to keep. Some I'm not 100% sure on, but most of them I'm gonna keep. So let's move that over there. There's the remaining arrows. In fact, I've got another couple of spaces where I traded some in on the shelf over there. So let's just put them over there, if I can. That's some of them. So there we go. Yeah, that looks alright. So instead of having arrows on my shelf, they'll do look nice. I'm now going to be able to slip in my good, the bad and the ugly. And what I'm going to do there is I might put... In fact, I'm going to do it now. I'll be back. I'm not running away, promise. I'm going to put the Clint Eastwood 4Ks I've got in there. And these are ones that I actually enjoy watching. So, In the Line of Fire, Unforgiven, Pale Rider, Outlaw Josie Wells, and Dirty Harry. So they can now... Cookie! You behave yourself! Shush! So they can now go up there and not be lying on top of stuff. So I've sort of given myself some nice space and put my nice 4Ks up there instead. So that's what I've been trying to think about. Is my collection too big? Is it stuff that I really want? Do I want to continue collecting and just collecting and collecting and having loads, or do I want to limit myself? And I've just realised my OLED's on. You don't want to leave that on and burn it out. So I'll be right. As I was saying, the other thing is, do I really want 2,500 movies? Is enough for anyone in anyone's lifetime, I would have thought. I don't think I've got that many yet, but I think I'm close to having 2,000. And do I really want the movies that I really want to watch, or these Arrow titles, the B movies that sit on the shelf that I'm not going to watch? So that's what I was really thinking about. So I took 3 or 4 more down, and I seen in CX they had something that I really do want. Now, I don't know for you, if you've been watching the channel a long time, you probably know that I'm a Star Trek fan. And they had the complete series of Picard in. It's £57 on Amazon. CEX had it for 42. So I took some more Arrows down, and instead of using my £182 voucher, I got used this. And that's, something I'm definitely going to rewatch and enjoy. First 2 seasons of Picard, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think were that good, but the third one, I really enjoyed the third series. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you're going to want to have this in your collection. So when I seen it there, I thought £42. I could trade in the Arrows that I'm not going to watch for something that is going to be in my collection. And I've still got the £182 voucher to just hopefully buy stuff with over the next few months. I was also thinking, I did spend, even with my £25 budget, that's £100 a month, and that £100 should really be going to bills. It should do. And if I can fund my hobby for a month or two without spending any money, well, I don't want to say nothing, but without spending £100, that could be useful. That could be useful to the household for certain things, So I don't want to say broke, but you know what I mean. You don't want to be spending money on that you can spend for bills or things that are essential on things you don't really need. So I've got Picard, I've got the voucher, and I also went into the charity shop today, and I found a 6 Blu-ray set of Mission Impossible all the way up to Fallout, and the box was cracked on it, and it was £2. And I looked it up, and it traded in for 13 at CX, but I was like, this is one of the cracked boxes. They're probably not going to take it because it's got a cracked box. But had a wee thought. When I was in there a couple of days ago, I was actually looking for a nice 6-disc box or a 4-disc box, because what I was going to do, I think I told you, was that I was going to put the 4 discs from X-Men Days of Futures Past in there, because I've got the 3D, the regular, and 2 discs in the road cut, so that's 4, and I could have put that in that 6 disc. But then I thought, I'm not really saving any space by doing that, because one of the 6 discs is probably as thick as 3 of these. So that sort of defeated the object of doing that altogether. And I could have put X-Men First Class Triple Play in there as well. So I was like, I didn't do it. But then I had a thought, right? I thought, if I go down to CX, I'll chance it and see if they'll take the broken box, and then I'll get £11 voucher. Well, £11 voucher profit, shall we say, out of my £2. But I suspected they wouldn't take it, and I was right. They wouldn't take it. So what I did is I went and bought the Modern Family off the shelf because I had the same box. Swapped the Mission Impossible. Well, they'd actually done it for me. That was fine. Swapped the Mission Impossible into it, and then they traded it in for £13. So I spent £4, got £9 voucher. I'd paid £2, so I'm still £7 voucher up on that. And to be honest with you, Modern Family's an okay show, but I was trying to slim down. I didn't really want to buy for the Modern Family, but I just couldn't tuck out the discs. So I'll show you that. So it's now swapped out into the broken case. As you can see, I can see why CEX wouldn't take that. I wouldn't want that to be Cookie. I wouldn't want if that got delivered to me in the Mission Impossible 6 box set. I'd be upset as well. I would hand it back. But so I've got the four seasons of Modern Family in here, and it's a decent show. The guy in CEX says I'd watch it just for Sofia Vergara. That's her name, isn't it?
Yes.
He says, I like that show for Sofia Vergara. And I was like, yeah, I like the show as well. But did I really need it? No. Shame to chuck all of this out, so I may as well just keep it for now. So there we go. So that's what I've been up to. I've been more thinking about my collection, and the other thing as well is that, we are all mortal. If I was to suddenly pass away or something like that, then my wife would be left to sort this all out. And do you want to leave that behind? This is enough. Do you want to be hoarding? That could be, I'm trying to keep it down to 2,500 Blu-rays, because then it's a wee bit more manageable. And you know what? Probably my worst fear will be my wife takes this and sells it all for the amount I said it cost. But technically, I never lie about this. I don't know. I never lie about the things that I've spent money on and what they cost. And that's because I usually tell you how delighted I am because of the bargains I get.
Yes, I agree with that.
Oh, the bargains I get. So I didn't usually.
It's stupid how you spend money on something you didn't really need. But
yeah, well, as I say,
I will admit you do tell me the truth.
Do you see that? Do you see the state of the box? I'm not surprised CEX didn't take it. Look, I showed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got 4 seasons of Modern Family, and I've got Picard, and that's my pickups. And I got that like £9 voucher. I've still got another £17 and odd in vouchers, and there is something on CEX that I'm probably going to purchase. In fact, if it's still there, I probably will do it now. So I'm going to sign off and do that. What are your thoughts on my video today? Any thoughts? Anything you like?
Let your wife sell your Blu-rays when you kick the bucket.
No, I can't do that. They're going to Roy and Martin.
Roy Martin and mine.
They're no.
Yeah.
In my will. But nah, but in all honesty, I'm the younger one, so I don't know what will happen. No, but I'm not.
Aye, you're the younger one, but who's the fitter one?
I'm not the fittest one, that's for sure. So
That's true.
So there we go. So no, but there we go. Plus, you know what? With all my combining, right? It's going to be very difficult to take this on to CEX. So look, you'd have to go and sit. You can't look. What?
I would get CEX to come up here and say, take them.
They will not do that. They will not do that. And they also told me if that actually happened, they would only take 100 Blu-rays at a time.
That's fine. They come every day and take 100.
No, I'm talking about if you went down there, they would only take in 100 at a time.
That's fine. I'm going to do 100 every day for
Right, but look.
however long it takes me.
But look, for example, you couldn't sell them like this.
Watch me.
No, you couldn't, because they wouldn't take them. Look, we've got, like, for example, you wouldn't know this because you know one of the collection. taking the Pelham 123, you open this up, okay? It's not just the taking the one in Pelham 123 John Travolta. Or is it? I tell a lie. No, it is not. Look. It's the original taking the Pelham 123 as well.
They do that
So you
still.
No, but you'd have to separate them all out to separate cases. Roy and Martin know what to do. So there you go.
Right, Martin, you can't help me when you kick the bucket, boys, and I'll go halfers with you.
They're getting them all.
No.
Yes, they are. It's in my will.
Shame on, you've got a old boy.
I do. It's in it.
You've got to feed your wife.
You know. Right. There we go. Are you trying to tell me my Blu-rays are the only thing I've got of value?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Alright then. Well, all joking aside, that hopefully that never happens, but 2,500 I think is enough. I think it's enough. And I don't think I'm at that level yet, but I got rid of 20 or 30 arrows, so that's probably brought me down. And that means I can pick up ones that I really want to. Like as I said, I was going to do about 5 minutes ago. So I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.